guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Marjorie, and just to give you guys a little brief, my channel is gonna be all about beauty, makeup, skincare, fashion, DIYs maybe. So yeah, in case if you like this video, if you like what you see so far, so please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. Yeah. Okay, so for primer, I'm gonna use one of my favorites. And I'm just gonna be using a pump and apply it all over my face. Okay, so now that our skin is primed, it's time to move on to the foundation. And the foundation that I'm gonna be using today is by Flower Beauty. I'm in the shade Natural Beige. So my foundation, I always like to take a pump on the back of my hand and then just warm it up a little bit using my fingers, and then I just like to spread it all across my face. Now that we've got our foundation on, it's time to blend the foundation. So while you're using a beauty blender or any kind of blender for that matter, make sure that you're bouncing the blender onto your face and not swiping it across, because that defeats the whole purpose of using a beauty blender. And I'm also gonna drag it down my neck a little bit. Whatever is left on my sponge is what I'm gonna drag it all over. I don't think so I need more coverage, but I can still see that, you know, there's a little bit of redness right over here, so I'm just gonna take a little bit more foundation and try to cover it. Now that we're done with our primer and foundation, it's time to move on to concealer. And for concealer, I'm going to use two different kinds of concealer. So the first one is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer, and the second one is the Maybelline Age Rind. Since the Maybelline concealer is a tad too light for my skin, that's the reason why I like to mix it with the L'Oreal one. It matches me perfectly to the T, so I'm going to use this concealer first, and then I'm going to apply the Maybelline concealer on top. Now I'm going to use my Maybelline concealer. I'm in the shade Light, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so now is the time to set your concealer, and to set my concealer I'm gonna be using this banana powder by AUSTRALIS. It's not for me to say you love. It's not for me to say. Okay, so I've set my under eyes really lightly with very little powder, and I'm not gonna set my face because I still want my face to look dewy, and but since I don't want my concealer to crease on me, that's the reason why I've just set it with a little bit of powder. I'm not gonna use any bronzer. I'm only gonna use a little bit of blush. The blush that I'm gonna be using is by Freedom. It's time for highlighter, and the highlighter that I'm gonna be using today is by Fenty Beauty. I'm actually gonna mix both the highlighters and just tap off the extra, and then just apply it onto. I'm also gonna highlight the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow, my chin, and also my forehead a little bit. I already did my eyebrows off camera. Let's move on to the eyes now. I promise you guys, this eye look is so simple and you can literally do it with any color that you wish. Eyeshadow, and the only eyeshadow that I'm going to be using today is by ColourPop. It is their ColourPop Supernova Shadow, and I am using it in the shade Moonlit. I'm gonna be doing one eye at a time because this liquid eyeshadow tends to set quite fast, so that's the reason why I'm just doing one eye at a time. I'm gonna use the same eyeshadow and use it on my lower. We use this liner by Faces. It's their long wear eye pencil and it's in the shade Plum. So now that we are done with our eyeliner as well, it's time to highlight the inner corner of our eyes and also the brow bone. So for that, I'm going to be using the same Fenty highlighter that we used on our face. This time I'm going to concentrate more on this shade right over here, the more sparkly one. I'm just gonna use this shade and then lightly just apply it onto my brow bone. I'll uncurl my lashes and apply some mascara. mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Total Temptation Waterproof Mascara. Applying a very light layer of mascara because I'm gonna falsies, but in case if you're someone who doesn't wear falsies, then you can obviously use your favorite mascara. The eyelashes that I'm gonna be using are from AliExpress. It's in the style A20, and this is around, and it's now time for the lips. And for the lips, I'm gonna keep it very simple. I am gonna be using just a plain gloss, and the gloss that I'm gonna be using today is by Essence. It's Triple XL Nude Lip Gloss, and I'm using it in the shade 03 Taste the Sweet.